Thought we'd try something a little bit different in this vlog, and if you like it, maybe we'll keep it around for future videos. I enjoy getting them out because it's like, oh, I'd forgotten we had this. So it's like having new stuff. A lightish but a hot lunch on a cold day. I like this, I would have this again. Hi, I'm Ree from mummyoffour.com. Welcome back to my channel and a weekly vlog. The first weekly vlog I have filmed in a really long time. I have filmed during the course of a week, generally over half term or something, but most of my vlogs have always been contained within one day. Yet over on Instagram I put out a little poll. Lots of you said you just wanted to see random bits from throughout the week, so here it is. I would love to know what you think of this kind of format, whether you enjoy this kind of video. And so once you've watched the video, make sure you leave your feedback down in the comments to see if you want to see more of this kind of thing or if you prefer it contained within one day. I'm genuinely curious because obviously I want to make videos that you guys want to see. So earlier today I filmed this video where we put up our Christmas trees, one in the lounge and one in the dining room. Then at the end of the video I said, oh, I've got all this stuff to sort out now. And it's all been dumped in my bedroom. Look at this. It's a big old mess. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely flipping exhausted from doing the whole getting the trees up thing. So this is going to have to be for tomorrow. Let's hope it's tomorrow, not a lot later in the week, because this is going to drive me nuts. Because look at all the stuff. Look at, oh dear. Oh, can't even. Anyway, it's nearly bedtime. I am going to go and sit and snuggle with my children, do some reading with them, get them ready for bed. And I am planning to have a chilled evening before back to proper working tomorrow.
And before long, the princess and the pony became great friends.
Brilliant reading, my darling. Very good reading. Bella is actually becoming quite fluent at reading, aren't you?
Yeah.
But then what we do after we've done some actual reading of books, and actually I like to do this as well. You quite like an audiobook before bed, don't you? Just to help you kind of wind down. And which is the one that you have been listening to lately?
Bibi and Tine.
Yeah. And can you tell me what Bibi and Tine is all about?
It's about like two friends.
Yeah.
And Bibi is like a magical witch and Tina's ordinary and she owns a farm.
Yes. The story's about friendship and adventure. The girls have both got horses. And the best thing about it is you can listen to them for free on YouTube. So I will post a little link to the audiobooks. They're ideal for kind of preteen, age 6 to 10-year-olds. Really kind of probably get the most out of them. So if you think that's something that your little ones would enjoy, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. They are adding more and more stories all the time. I personally do absolutely love an audiobook. I find it a really good way to switch off. I can only like read a book up to a certain point before bed. And then I do enjoy an audiobook, or an audiobook if I'm just like doing something. You sometimes like to listen to audiobooks if you're tidying up your room or something, don't you?
Yeah.
Or if you've got washing Mummy's asked you to put away. Okay, should we pop it on for you?
Do I need my
there you
headphones?
You don't need your headphones. You sometimes prefer headphones, don't you? Do you prefer to listen to audiobooks and things through headphones or out loud? What do you prefer mostly?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Because sometimes I like it on my headphones, but sometimes they get a bit uncomfortable.
Well, if you fall asleep, don't you? Right. Do you want to snuggle in?
Rolling hills, cornfields, rivers, lakes and forests, and above it all, a golden summer sun burned brightly in a cloudless sky. Bibi Blocksberg, the little witch from Newtown, gazed dreamily out the window. In the distance, she could make out the first foothills of a mountain range. Somewhere far, far beyond, she thought, lies Hungary. The passing view made her tired, and no sooner had Bibi closed her eyes.
'Tis the very next day, and I have still not organised all of this, so I'm going to sit and chat to you guys while I go through it, and then figure out what out of it needs to go back up the attic, because there are some Christmas decorations and things that we didn't end up using, and some of the boxes and storage things can just be stored in the attic, so they're out of my way. So if you watched my packing things away last Christmas, I think I did it the day I took down all the Christmas decorations. Then you'll know that I vacuum sealed a lot of our Christmas clothes away. So I'm going to empty those out now. See what is going to fit. The girls have already asked for their Christmas pyjamas. So I can see some of those in here. But this is a really good way to store things when we're not using them. Just to get them out of the way, really. I can see what I've got. Ooh, I forgot about this one. That one's cute, look. The only thing is everything is incredibly creased. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to iron everything. I'm not even going to rewash it. I need to rewash it. I could either put it on like a really quick rinse, but it has been vacuum sealed. It's not like anything's got on it. What I'll probably do is just spray some crease releaser on it and bung it all in the washing machine, to be honest. I don't even mean washing machine. I mean tumble dryer. Right, Christmas PJs. 9 to 10. They'll probably still fit well, actually. He'll be pleased with those. And so he's got Christmas Yetis and Christmas dinosaurs from last year. And the girls had, oh, I love these, like ballerina, like Christmas nutcrackers. Really cute. I think these were M&S last year. If they still have anything like that, I'll link them. But these were last year's pyjamas. What else we got? Oh, a Star Wars jumper. That kind of looks like it might still fit well. Can't remember where that was from. Must have bought it last year though. It's quite nice. I do enjoy putting clothes. I don't enjoy putting them away. I find that a pain. I enjoy getting them out because it's like, oh, I'd forgotten we had this. So it's like having new stuff. Oh, we go. I think, was this an H&M one for well? Christmas t-shirts and things. They very much go to school most of December in Christmas jumpers, Christmas dresses, things like that. The school are cool with it. I just think they're going to be, when they're in comp, the comprehensive schools around here are quite strict with uniform and things, and their primary school is quite chilled. So I think, well, while they're little, you know, while we can get away with it. So that was Bella's originally. That's a 3 to 4. I'm pretty sure Bella was wearing that when she was 2. Zara is 4 going on 5. That'll still drown her, so she'll be absolutely fine. Oh, my Olaf t-shirt. Now that I bought in November 2019 to go and watch Frozen 2 in the cinema. Oh, we got a nice lighter one for Daddy for. He's not such a fan of the Christmas jumper, so he doesn't have as many as the others. And now this is tiny. Bella was wearing this when she was barely walking. What age is this? So that's 12 to 18 months. I'm sorry, that'll probably fit Zara. Bella was wearing that when she was coming up to 1, I think. I bet that fits Zara. I'll have to try it on her. There's loads in here. I should have pulled these out earlier, actually. Maybe next year I'll pull them out earlier again, just so I know what I've got. I haven't gone mad. I have bought some Christmas jumpers and things. If you watched any of my recent haul videos, you'll know I have bought some bits and pieces, but I haven't gone totally mad because I knew I had all this. There you go. All looking a bit creased, but once they've been in the tumble dryer, should be fine. Now that one, is that Bella sized? Bella has just shot up lately. She's gone so tall. That's a 5 to 6. Do you reckon if I put that on her with like black leggings, as long as it's just about covering her bottom, that should be fine, shouldn't it? Oh, and a Zara sized one and a mummy sized one. I'm getting quite excited for Christmas now, must admit. Starting to really get into the Christmassy feel, the Christmas spirit, and get quite excited. Okay, so most of that just needs to go in the tumble dryer with a bit of crease releaser. These boxes, that's the empty box, which I am keeping to store the advent calendar I've bought in. So just thought it'll probably go away better in between. As easy it would be to just chuck the box now. It'll go away better in between the years in that. I've got these bauble boxes, which I bought last year, which stored them okay, actually. The spare baubles that we didn't put on the tree. I think the children just got bored, to be honest. And I've stuffed in some bags, like the wreath bag and things I've stuffed in there. So they can go up the attic. I am actually going to wait till either my husband or my teenager, who are both very tall, get home so they can give me a hand putting some stuff up the attic rather than just struggling up the ladder with all this myself. And then the other stuff, although this bag didn't do as well with the vacuum sealing. Do you find sometimes vacuum sealing bags just unseal themselves? This is Christmas bedding. Never used to do Christmas bedding until recent years, but the children have been very excited about getting out with Christmas bedding. So I always store the bedding to go, like the set, in a pillowcase. So that's the I think that's Nutcracker ballet bedding. As you know, I love pink, love ballet things. So Nutcracker bedding for the girls is beautiful. And I fold that up and store it in the pillowcase. It's just an easier way to store bedding so that you can find all your bits when you need them. I don't know whether to rewash that because it unsealed itself. So we've got 2 sets of the Nutcracker, one for each of the girls. And then we've got 2 sets of this, which is just, I'll just show you the pillowcase for this, but because it's the same pattern on the inside. I bought this last year. I'll link this in the accompanying blog post as well if I can find it. So it's like greeny, it's like very much like my brand colours actually, or my logo. Like a greeny colour on one side, and then snowmen and reindeer and giving presents. It's just really cute. And then Will has got Christmas penguins. I'm sure he had another set somewhere. Oh, and found these, look. Christmas mini ears, reindeer mini ears. I'm going to need these actually, and I'm also going to need a Christmas jumper because today I do need to film for my Disney channel a Disney Christmas, like a haul, I guess. I don't know how to categorise the video. I've got a load of Disney bits. Some of them are like for Christmas, as in like Christmas themed things, and some of them are kind of gift ideas, like Disney bags and stuff like that. So I need to go and do that. That's my job for this afternoon. So maybe I'll wear these ears in the video. So I've now got a massive load of laundry that I'm just going to kind of put a bit of crease releaser on and chuck in the dryer. This is all the bedding. Then these bits need hanging up. And this is a whole box of kind of accessories, ears, headbands, Christmas hats, Christmas hair accessories, that kind of thing for the girls to wear to school. And then this lot needs to go back up the attic. Right. Now for some lunch, and then I'm going to film my Disney video. I've been working all morning. I just had some lunch, and now I'm going to chuck a quick cake in the oven. We're going to do a Mickey shaped cake, well 2 actually, because I've got a friend coming over later and her children, so there will be 3 of her little ones and my 4. So I thought we'd do some Mickey cake. Now previously I have made 2 sponges stuck together like a Victoria sandwich, but I found for my little ones they found that a bit much, a bit bulky, so I'm just going to make 2 separate sponges, like flatter, thinner ones, and put icing on one and chocolate on the other. Basically more like a kind of a cut up fairy cake rather than a big thick sponge. A little bit easier for little ones to eat. Now I am not a massive baker, chef, Pinteresty type mum, sadly. I pretty much make one thing when it comes to baking, and it's just eggs, flour, sugar, margarine, or whisk it up, chuck it in the oven. It's these quantities, which is all in ounces because it's the recipe that my grandmother used to use. So I'll just be making that now. So I'm going to chuck all that together, then have a little tidy round to make the house look a little bit tidier than it actually is, and the cakes can cool. I will do a little bit more work and then I can decorate them before pick up. Cake is in the oven. I'm just going to do a couple of little bits while I'm waiting to take it out. I'm going to put out my new oven gloves. I'm going to replace the probably dirty, need throwing away, well, throwing in the wash anyway, hand towels with nice Christmas Mickey ones that are at least clean before our guests arrive. And I'm going to fill up my Christmas Mickey soap for my kitchen, which is rather exciting. And in case you're wondering what's going on over here, the girls left me their bunnies and their Christmas minis to babysit while they were in school. So that's the cakes out of the oven. I'm now going to do my classic, tidy up the cushions behind me, because if the cushions are tidy, then the whole room looks a bit tidier. I'm now going to pop a little bit of melted chocolate on one cake, icing on the other, chuck some sprinkles on it, and go and get the children from school. Cakes are done. Are they artistic? No. Are they bake-off worthy? No. Do they taste good? Probably. And they're Mickey shaped, so that's fine. The children will be happy. Speaking of the children, I better go and pick them up from school. Well, it's another day, and yet again, it's lunchtime. It just seems like a really natural pause kind of point for me to pick up my camera or plonk it in front of me and have a quick chat with you. Now, last night on this channel, my main channel, this grocery haul went live where I bought a number of ready meals, kind of lower calorie ready meals, not because I'm dieting or anything, but just because I kind of see lunch as like a lighter meal and then my evening meal as like our main meal. So I always have sort of lightish lunch, and this always goes wrong when we go on holiday, when I realise I cannot eat 3 big meals. We have a big breakfast, big lunch, big dinner, and I just feel ugh. So lighter ready meals, purely because it's cold. It's really cold. I want something warm to eat, but I don't want to just overstuff myself and then I just won't want to eat dinner. Anyway, yesterday I had the spaghetti bolognese one, and today I'm going to give this beef lasagna a go. I tend to eat all my food with a bit of salad plonked on the side, just because that fills me up, gives me something in the way of nutrients, I'm hoping. Adds just some fruit and veggie type stuff into my diet. So I'm going to bung this in the microwave. But the reason I'm talking about this is someone in the comments asked me to do a video reviewing them, so I thought I'd just bung them in this really, rather than doing a whole video about some ready meals. So these particular ones are just like, the spaghetti bolognese was like this as well. Some ready meals you get like split, I mean you wouldn't in a lasagna, would you? But some of them you get like pasta on one side and sauce in another, but it was all kind of in like that. I never puncture the top of these things, I just grab a bit at the side. I'm not sure, I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I always do. There you go, just let some air in. And bang it on a plate, chuck it in the microwave, and see how we do with it. So this one, this one's a lot longer. So this one's 10.5 minutes from frozen. The one yesterday I think were only 6 or 7 in total. I'll let you know what I think of it. So the verdict on this one. I have put some salad in the bottom of the bowl. I heated it up in the microwave just as per instructions. I will admit, I do always put a bit of salt and pepper on my salad. Probably not the healthiest, but at least I'm eating salad. Lasagna's nice. I always feel it's difficult to kind of present lasagna properly when you're getting it out of the dish, but I don't really care. It's only me eating it. Yeah, so as a kind of a lightish but a hot lunch on a cold day, I like this. I would have this again. Now for some cake before I go back to work. Fair amount of the cake was eaten last night when my friend and her little children came over. The children all had a really nice time playing together. But now I'm just glad there's a little bit left. Not the most artistic, but it does taste good. Before I get back to doing a little bit of work, I thought I would show you what I have been thinking about when it comes to our upcoming trip, because we are going to Florida in January. It is November now, so it's really not that far away. So we've got these cases and we're allowed to take one of these each on the flight. Now actually these are what's considered medium cases. I could have bought the large version of these. These are American Tourista. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Tourista. Anyway, they're the medium size cases. I will link these below. The reason I bought the medium ones, if you saw this video over on my Disney channel, is because I didn't think I was going to fit the large ones in my car. So I thought I could fit more medium cases than large cases in the car. So that's why I got those. Now, as it happens, we're allowed to take one of those each on the plane, even though we would be allowed a large one. The other consideration is for airport transfers, because I can't fit 6 cases in the car, even with the roof box on. But for airport transfers, the ones I looked into, they would allow us to take a case that is of this medium size and not the larger sizes. So if you are booking flights and things, it's worth considering not just what you're allowed to take on the flight, but how you're going to get it to the airport. So I don't know what your experience has been like. Let me know in the comments when you do travel to an airport, how do you manage all your luggage? So then I was looking at hand luggage. If you've seen my Disney channel, you know I've got quite a collection of rather beautiful Loungefly bags, lots of which I've been kindly gifted. So the plan was to take something like this each on the plane. I thought we were just allowed one piece of hand luggage each. I was going to have to take a larger back, like more like a big backpack one on the plane, because obviously I've got to take my camera, my other camera, my GoPro camera, my iPad to move the footage, charger packs, that kind of thing, like quite a lot of vlogging gear. But I went on the British Airways website and we're allowed a handbag, so the equivalent of this, plus a carry-on case of this size. So now each of the 6 of us can take one of these and one of these. So my plan is to put all our luggage to be checked in the big case, and for each of us to have a case this size and to basically take it almost empty. So I thought if in that we put the neck pillow for the plane, and then when we get to Florida we can stuff our massive winter coats into there and take very little than that in the carry-on, because obviously like drinks and snacks and things can just go in these. And then I thought anything we buy in Florida we could bring back in the carry-on. So that's my plan of how we're going to take 2 weeks worth of outfits and all the bags and accessories and all the Disney stuff to Florida for 2 weeks. So I'm aware this chit chat probably belongs on my Disney channel, but it is, I feel, travel relevant and it is happening to us as a family. And I know I've talked about this before. What belongs on my main channel? What belongs on my Disney channel? Well, I've come to the conclusion that everything belongs on my main channel because it's about me, but then the Disney channel is more like just a deep dive into the Disney stuff. But I can't exclude Disney from this channel altogether because I like it, so therefore it's part of me, so therefore it'd be weird to leave it out. So that's enough of a rant about that. Now I thought we'd try something a little bit different in this vlog, and if you like it, maybe we'll keep it around for future videos. So I've come over to my desk, and before I get back to editing and things like that, I thought I would try responding to some of the comments on some of my recent videos, but just in another video. So that's kind of what I am going to try now. So obviously one of the comments was just about the ready meals. Responded to that. I thought they were great. Let's have a look at what else people have been saying. So Beverly Hawkins says, have you been to Matalan this Christmas? Things are nice. Also, B and M are doing the pink and silver thing this year. No, I haven't been to Matalan for ages. Shall I do a little shop with me in Matalan? That could be quite fun, couldn't it? Haven't been to Matalan such a long time. And B&M, when did I last go to B&M? Ages before Halloween, I think. I think they did have a little bit of Christmas stuff, didn't they? But yeah, ages ago. So shall I do a little shop with me in those? Katie Lawson was also asking, what have the Asda calorie counted meals been like? I hope I've answered that question for you, Katie. I'm scrolling through, these are just all the comments for all the videos. I get so many comments on my day-by-day COVID symptoms video. Now that's not my kind of core content, but it seems to have been picked up in search as just a video. Obviously lots of people are kind of Googling and looking for what that was all about, how people's experiences have been of COVID. There are so many comments on that. I get lots of people saying, yeah, that's really helpful, thank you so much. And then lots of people sharing their own experiences in the comments. And then I get a lot of people going, will you just get to the point? And I just want to say, yeah, just go back in time and make the video again. I mean, I've got to say, some of the comments you get on YouTube, I try and let it go over my head because I know not everything's for everyone and things, but you do wonder, why would you bother? Like, if you didn't like something, if I don't like something that I'm watching, I don't go, must write angry comment and just like, stop watching it. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. I don't understand the mentality of having to write odd things on YouTube or anywhere for that matter. Another one, again on the COVID video, Alpha Joe says, do you have Welsh roots? Yes, I'm Welsh. I live in Wales. Right, now this one's a question about Legoland. So if you saw this video, you'll know that we went to Legoland Discovery Centre in Manchester. And this question is from Tanita. She says, hi, lovely. Do you think it's worth booking the aquarium and the VR experience? Now, the aquarium was just next to Legoland Discovery Centre. We didn't actually do that at all. So has anyone been to the aquarium in the Trafford Centre? And what did you think of it? Is it worth a trip next time I go up to visit my sister? Someone else, this is a comment on, like a recent comment on an oldish video about how we set up our Alexa smart home. And this is, how can you do a video on your up your stair lights? I really like them. I don't think it's worth a whole video, so I'll try and answer it here. Basically, before the stairs were installed, my husband put a strip of lights, I believe it is under the bottom of the glass. So before he installed the glass, he just put the lights in first. Now this was in fact my idea, but he claims it was his idea, and this will forever remain a debate. I think I came up with the idea of putting lights and he came up with how exactly he was going to do it. I never pretended I knew exactly how he was going to do it. So yes, full credit to him. Obviously he installed the whole thing, but I just said I wanted lights there. We've then just got the lights plugged into a smart plug, and then the smart plug talks to our Alexa system, so we can turn them on and off by our phones or by saying, Alexa, turn stairs light on. I'm just aware I've probably set everybody's off quite a lot. Sorry about that. Another one from Helen Bruff. Love that you mentioned children in need. That was in a Christmas shop with me in Hall, but we went to Asda and there were quite a lot of children in need bits. It's the first time I've seen it mentioned in any YouTube videos. Well, I'm really surprised about that. By the time you see this, children in need probably will have passed. But yeah, Children in Need is every November. It's a BBC thing. It obviously raises money for children and children-specific charities. It's something that parents are sort of expected to participate in with the children's schools, generally most schools in the UK. Often it's one where they're asked to wear bright colours and send in £1, or wear spots and send in £1, or wear pyjamas and send in £1, and then perhaps they'll do some sort of fundraising activities in school as well. It's one I always try and mention on my channels because obviously it's a good cause. It's a very good cause to raise money for, but also it's one that parents can kind of be caught out on a little bit when they get a last minute text from the school saying you've got to send your child in, whatever it is, and they haven't been organised. So it's always worth checking with your child's school. Obviously, by the time you see this, it's probably passed, but it's worth checking with your child's school for upcoming things like that. I always try and share other things when I hear about them on my Instagram as well to keep people updated. Things like World Book Day, that's always a good one to catch everyone out, isn't it? Because you've always got to send your child dressed as a character from a book, where you have to generally send them in something that they already own, that is usually a film, and then try and legitimise it with a book that you're sending in with said costume. So yeah, I always try and share those on my stories just because I know I've been caught out before, and it's worth spreading the awareness so people do not end up getting stuck and caught out last minute having to dash around trying to find things. So now, one thing I really want to ask you guys, what have you thought of this weekly vlog format? Thank you if you've already commented, but if you haven't commented yet, please let me know how you feel about this kind of random bits from my week kind of vlog compared to more of a this is all within one day kind of format. It's been fun for me. I quite enjoyed it, just picking up the camera as and when and sharing just random bits and pieces. I think perhaps it may be a bit less repetitive if I do it that way, I don't know, or a bit less pressure on me to find interesting enough things to share with you in one day, I suppose. At least if there are a few different things going on through the week, I can share as and when, whatever happens to be interesting. I feel this format's a little bit more like, kind of like my Instagram stories, a bit more chatty, a bit more whatever comes up, and a bit less have to get it all finished by the end of the day. So I don't know, I've enjoyed it. If you guys have liked it, I will definitely like to do more. Make sure you check out the Bibi and Tine YouTube channel for audiobooks for your children. My children have been really enjoying them, Bella especially. So they are adding more and more stories. Bella likes to listen to them. It really helps when she's perhaps getting a little bit stressed. But if she needs to kind of calm down, and it's a lovely thing after like actual reading before bed to listen to. And who doesn't love a good audiobook? So thank you so much to them for working with me to bring you this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and do all those YouTubey things. Turn on bell notifications. Choose another video that is on screen now. And I shall see you beautiful people over there. Bye bye.